okay? And again, I'm not going to go through all that, and you probably know that more than I do. But one thing about used oil in China, I have to thank Joshua yesterday for paving the way for me. He talks about, you know, how to recycle used oil using this technology, and the problem being faced with used oil recycling. For most of you that you deal with the base oil, I don't know if you have a lot of experience in used oil. Everything that Joshua said happens. Okay, I have a thin film evaporator in Hong Kong. I started in 1993. My plant was shut down 1 month, on 1 month, shut down 1 month, just like exactly what he said. And we have to have cleanups and all the VIs, all the additive gets gelled up and char in heat exchangers. Well, it's not difficult to understand that, because if we try to fry a steak with no oil or cook something with no oil in a cast iron pan, that's what you get. You get stickiness, you get all these chars and burn up, and especially with additives and VI, they stick very well. So it becomes a major problem. So China having this issue, and they don't, for years they've been using acid clay. They don't want to invest even in the distillation in the early days. They'll just use thermal cracking. They just crack it and use the fuel oil. So this oil issue builds up and has a problem in technology and then the problem in collection, which is the major part of the problem. I think if all of us that know about used oil, the difficulty is really collection. As Joshua said, people ask him, he wants to do this and do that, and the first thing he said, well, do you have money? Can you collect oil? I ask the same questions. I get calls every week from people around the world, and they want to do used oil and using our technology and whatever. And first thing I ask them, are you a used oil collector? If you're not, okay, please go become a used oil collector first. Otherwise, I cannot help you, because you can build a space shuttle with no fuel. Okay. I'll give you a little history on that later on. And one of the breakthrough in China is, for years, I remember the year 2000, I was having a meeting in Beijing with the Director of Environmental Protection Agency in China, and I asked him about used oil. How is China handling used oil? He looked to the guy to the left, and the guy looked to the next guy to the left. By the time 8 guys turned their head, the last guy had nobody to turn to. He said, well, we took care of it in the countryside. Okay, that was the answer. Serious, that was the answer. But from there to now, the last 10, 12 years, things have changed. And now they become more serious. And the 12 5-year plan, if you heard about it in China is, I really give them all the credit. For businesses, we write business plans with operation business plans. What are we going to do the next 3 years, 5 years? In America, maybe every 3 months you got to talk about quarterly reporting. In China, 5 years, they give you a plan of how this country is going to run, in what direction. And this is the 12th time they do it. So there's 60 years history. So every 5 years they upgrade. But this 5-year makes a special difference from all the rest of the 5-year plans. They talk about zero waste, zero discharge. Not only just about treatment. The 11th 5-year plan, they talk about treatment. But the 12th 5-year plan this time talk about zero waste, circular economy, recycling. That is a major changes. And that brings a lot of excitement to the oil recycling. So for the first time, they actually have an association formed on the National Waste Oil Recycling Association. I happen to be one of the founding advisory members of that. So they're really looking at how to collect, how do we do oil recycling, technology-wise, the market conditions, how do we